Good evening, I'm Alice Gaynor.
And I'm Dick Brennan. Welcome to the News at 9. We begin with that breaking news out of Boston.
A short time ago, 2 backpacks were found at the finish line for next week's marathon. One of the bags was just blown up by police, causing a loud boom. There's already fear and anxiety as the city observes the 1-year anniversary of the deadly bombings.
TV 1055's Don Champion is in the newsroom with late details. Don.
Well, Dick and Alice, Boston police are not allowing live video to be transmitted from the scene right now. But as you mentioned, we have learned that officers have already detonated one bag found near the finish line and are now in the process of detonating a second bag. We also know that a man has been taken into custody. It has all made for scary moments on this day of remembrance. A bomb squad tech closely inspects one of 2 unattended backpacks left at the finish line of this year's Boston Marathon. Witnesses say they saw a man with a backpack acting strangely, screaming "Boston Strong" before police cleared everyone away. Hours before the scare, the city of Boston stood still at the exact moment 2 bombs rocked the site a year ago. Survivors walked, despite the drenching rain and strong wind, from inside a solemn ceremony to the finish line that will once again welcome marathoners at this year's race next week. Former Boston Mayor Thomas Menino led the city after the blast and in the days that culminated with a citywide shutdown and manhunt for the bombers.
Even though the memories still bring tears to our eyes, our heartaches for those who were lost, it's still a comfort to be here with family and friends who got us through that tragic day.
Today, Menino stood by the survivors and the families of the 3 killed and the more than 260 hurt at the marathon, and MIT police officer Sean Collier, who was killed in a confrontation with the bombing suspects. 29-year-old Crystal Campbell was one of those who died. A year ago, the grief was unbearable for her grandmother, but with the spirit of Crystal close to her heart now, she's found the strength to move forward.
Crystal wouldn't want me to shed no tears or nothing. She was that tight. Don't do it, man, I should say. Come on. Get up. We got to get going.
And then there are Jane and Henry Richard, the sister and brother of the blast's youngest victim, 8-year-old Martin Richard. Showing bravery beyond their years, the siblings laid a wreath at the site where Martin died. Martin, Crystal Campbell, and 23-year-old graduate student Lingzi Liu were killed doing what so many do every 3rd Monday in April: cheer on runners and celebrate the spirit of Boston. A spirit of strength that Vice President Joe Biden said has resonated.
It's the one thing I think you vastly underestimate about what you're doing for so many people in dealing with your own grief with such courage.
And again, to recap, tense moments right now in Boston as police bomb units detonate 2 backpacks found unattended at the finish line. We do know 1 person has been taken into custody. We'll monitor the situation and bring you any new information as it develops. We're live in the newsroom tonight. Don Champion, TV 1055.